Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
My name is Cameo Hunter. I'm Mario's bitch. Well, he calls me bitch and I call him asshole. We kind of have that relationship. I live currently in Piney River, Virginia, which is about 4 miles from Mario's shop location. I am originally from Red House, Virginia, which is in Charlotte County, and I've been out in Washington State for 15 years now. I just recently moved back a little over a year ago to take care of my ill mother. I met Mario, and there was just something about him that I really fucking liked. He's a cool guy, and he's got a lot of knowledge. I see us going really far together. I wasn't sure what it was going to be at first, but now I know. I've learned a lot from him, worked in the shop, as well as out in the field with historical salvage too. I'm a painter by trade, and so I'm used to working on construction sites and doing that type of manly work, I guess you could say. I'm not the type of girl that likes to sit at the desk. I've worked with Mario numerous times tearing down barns and getting that whole experience as well. Interested in historical salvage. We are reclaiming America barn by barn, one step at a time. I like how we go and tear down these old historical barns and reuse the wood, and for numerous different reasons. So it's actually, a really go green type of thing. While being on the field, out tearing these old barns down, we find all kinds of cool old stuff, history of what they've been through. So it's really, really interesting if you're into history and that type of stuff. Mario is very, very knowledgeable on any item you can pick up. Basically, he has a knowledge of picking it up and knowing exactly what it is, what age it is, what price it would be selling for on the market. He's just very, very knowledgeable, and I enjoy working with him and getting that knowledge as well. This is what brings me to why I call Mario an asshole. For instance, being on the job, he's really anal when it comes to how you take your boards apart, because if you don't do it the right way, you can always ruin the board, basically, and so it's no good. And then he's just really anal about doing that, and how you stack your wood, and he's constantly on your ass the whole time. But I see why, because the job, it really does, it takes somebody to care and to pay attention to what you're doing while taking it apart. So therefore nothing gets.
Hi, my name is Veronica Silva Carmo. I'm Mario's wife from Brazil. I have known him for about 10 years. We have been married for 7. Help him out sometimes at the shop, take care of the customers, keep him straight. It's hard. I work as a full-time cosmetologist. I do hair and nails and all that. But on my free time, I come to the shop and I come to the work site and help him out, take care of things and straighten up the office and just things like that. On my days off, I like to do a lot of things, but I have to go to the store and help him, always. Because if I don't show up by 2, 3 o'clock, he's 29 years old. Mario's 50. We met in Brazil. He was my neighbor, and he brought me here to the United States about 7 years ago. 6 years ago. My entire family is in Brazil. My whole family. My mom, my dad, several sisters and brothers, and I'm the oldest one. And hopefully one day they will be here too and helping the business and helping the family. They'll be good. Living, the difference between living here and in Brazil is that over here you have opportunities. Like me and Mario was self-employed, but here in the United States, it's easier to make a living. In Brazil, it's so hard to make money and to have things, but like Mario always says, in Brazil, you live. In America, you work. But it's America, it's real life. And he works hard. He loves his business, and he knows everything about the wood, and it impresses me because when I met him in Brazil, he used to tell me all kinds of stuff about the old wood and the old barns that he used to take down and everything he used to do. And I used to think, no. But I really realized when we came here that he really knew. He really knows what he's talking about, and he's very passionate about his job. And we came to the United States, we didn't have nothing. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a house, furniture, nothing. And looking back from the time that we got here and from where we are today, things have changed so much. He have acquired many things, and he has a store, he has his own business. He's a very right around Amherst, Nelson, around the area, and looking for barns and stuff. And he always after something. He always wants to find his next treasure, his next barn, and I don't know. He always thinking ahead of things. So it's our day of we go treasure hunt, and it's pretty fun. I get tired sometimes overwhelming, too much. I prefer to go shopping at the mall. You do whatever you have to do. He always have a cool phrase that he always like to repeat, and it's reclaiming America, one barn at a time. That's what we do. That's what we're here for.
My name is Preston Cunningham. I do whatever I feel like doing. I pedal a whole lot, work on old tractors, and tear down old buildings and help Mario do whatever he has to do once in a while. The rest of the time I just do what I want to do, which is pedal with old vehicles and old tractors. That's my favorite thing of doing. I do like to race cars once in a while. And other than that, I'm just a normal everyday Joe. I was born in Almus County and raised in Lynchburg and Almus County together. I lived in Alexandria for a while. I worked in all different places doing electrical work, and now I just do what I want to do, which is whatever I feel like doing that day when I wake up. A little case loader that I play with. I push dirt and play with it, doing different things. This is a hobby of mine. It's really not a very profitable hobby at all. It's basically a way to lose money. I have lots of these toys that I play with. But you have to use them once in a while to actually make a dollar so you can pay for some of the parts on them. Mario and I have went and looked at all types of buildings, tore down some buildings, and built some pretty furniture. It's all the stuff that he does. He restores old houses. That's his hobby, is restoring old houses and selling old barn wood and different, like he gets wood from a little bit of everywhere. He salvages old buildings basically to barns, old livestock barns, anything that is old-fashioned that people can't anymore. It's stuff from the past. He lives in the past. I think he's Thomas Jefferson's grandson. A lot of times Mario and myself build furniture. I do the metal work, build the frames, he does the woodwork. And we try to use everything. We try to use scrap metals. We try to salvage everything we can, and we take out and do the best of our craftsmanship. And that's what Mario bases himself on, craftsmanship. He claims he's a craftsman. I'm not so sure about it, but he does the best he can. A lot of the furniture turns out nice, and people that get it very appreciative of it and think a lot of it. They like to talk a whole lot about it, and he does flooring once in a while, which is very pretty. He's remodeling a house of his own that he's living in now using all the old wood, which I've helped him some on. He does a lot of old antique stuff. He likes old trucks and tractors and stuff, same as I. He has a antique shop full of, if you like junk, which we like junk. He has an old garage from back in the 50s with lots of old parts in it. And old equipment sitting around his shop, which I enjoy looking at. The past. The past is more important than the future, because the past is the future. Myself, the most interesting thing that Mario does is he preserves the past, which nobody seems to care about anymore, but it's something we've all got to look at if we want to know where our future's at. You can look at the past and tell the future, and that's my thought on it. Okay, Mario. Let me think a minute. Let me see what to call this thing. Oh, this is, you ready? This is a 1939 Avery, better known as the unknown tractor. Very few of these tractors were made, very few of them left in existence today. I found this one in a barnyard about 15 years ago. I bought it to restore, but so far I haven't had time to restore it. But eventually one day this tractor will look brand new again.
Tintin.
I have no idea what this tractor is worth, but someday people that collect tractors that would have any Averys would be more than glad to get this one because it's a very rare tractor. I'm thinking it's one of the last years they were made.
Now,
If
see,
someone was to approach me about this tractor, buying it, I would explain to them what all it needs to be refixed, and we would just have to discuss the price because at the present time I'm not sure what I would take for it. But I would be reasonable about it. All right, put that on the movie.